In the ancient kingdom of Luna, known for its lush forests and hidden mysteries, there lay a forbidden place known as the Forest of Snakes. No one dared venture too deep, for the elders spoke of creatures that lived there, giant snakes that could turn into men. These serpents were cunning, deceptive, and never married their own kind. Instead, they sought out the most beautiful human woman, seducing them with charm and wealth. In a small village at the edge of Luna lived three young women, Ada, Zainab, and Mary. Ada and Zainab were the epitome of beauty, their radiance often compared to the morning sun and moonlit night. Every man in the kingdom dreamed of winning their hearts. Mary, however, was different. She was kind, intelligent, and humble, but her beauty paled in comparison to her friends. Often overlooked, she lived in the shadow of Ada and Zainab, who reveled in the attention they received. One fateful afternoon, the three friends went to the forest stream to fetch water, laughing and chatting as they always did. Suddenly, they were approached by three strikingly handsome men, their eyes gleaming with a mysterious allure. The men, who introduced themselves as Okoni, Tanji, and Kolu, were unlike anyone the woman had ever seen. They were charming, generous, and spoke with a sweet, captivating tone. Unbeknownst to the woman, these were the giant snakes of the forest in their human forms, seeking their next prey. Okoni, the leader of the serpents, immediately set his eyes on Ada. He showered her with gifts, rare gems, and promises of eternal love. Tanji, equally cunning, courted Zainab, whispering sweet nothings that made her heart flutter. Kolu, the quietest of the three, showed interest in Mary, but she felt something was amiss. Mary's instincts warned her, and unlike her friends, she hesitated. "Mary, why do you look so worried?" Ada teased as they walked back to the village. "I don't know, something about them feels wrong," Mary replied, her voice tinged with uncertainty. "They seem too perfect. Too unreal." "Nonsense," Zainab scoffed. "Not every day do you meet men like them. We deserve this happiness, don't we?" Despite Mary's reservations, Ada and Zainab were already smitten, their hearts captured by Okoni and Tanji's irresistible charm. They couldn't wait to be wed, and within weeks, grand weddings were held. The entire village celebrated, oblivious to the lurking danger. Ada and Zainab moved into grand homes on the outskirts of the forest, living in luxury far beyond anything they'd known. As days turned into weeks, Mary began to notice strange occurrences. Ada and Zainab's husbands would vanish without explanation, sometimes for days. They returned with strange cuts on their bodies and would become irritable when questioned. On a stormy night, Mary visited Ada, her heart heavy with worry. "Ada, have you noticed anything strange about Okoni?" Mary asked cautiously, her voice barely above a whisper. Ada looked away, her face troubled. "Sometimes I hear hissing in his sleep, and when I wake up, he's gone. But he always comes back, and he's so loving. I just can't doubt him." Mary pressed on. "We need to be careful. Something doesn't add up. Promise me you'll watch him closely." But Ada, blinded by love, brushed off Mary's concerns. The love she felt for Okoni was too intoxicating to question. Determined to uncover the truth, Mary devised a plan. One night, she pretended to leave the village, but instead, she hid near Ada and Zainab's homes. As the full moon rose, she watched in horror as Okoni, Tanji, and Kolu crept into the forest, their bodies twisting and contorting back into their true forms, giant, menacing snakes. Mary's heart pounded as she witnessed the snakes shedding their human skins, slithering and speaking in a language only snakes could understand. Their voices were cold, plotting, and filled with deceit. "I tire of this human life," hissed Okoni. "The women are useful for now, but once they become suspicious, we'll devour them." Mary's blood ran cold. She had to act fast. The next morning, Mary rushed to Ada and Zainab's homes, desperately trying to explain what she had seen. "They are not men, they are snakes. I saw it with my own eyes. You're in danger." Ada was conflicted. She loved Okoni deeply, but doubt had already started to creep into her heart. "What are you saying, Mary? How can this be true?" Zainab, however, refused to believe a word. "This is absurd. You're just jealous, Mary. You've always envied what we have." Tears streamed down Mary's face. "This is not about jealousy. I'm trying to save you. We must confront them and leave before it's too late." Ada hesitated, torn between her loyalty to her friend and the love she felt for Oconee. In a moment of weakness, she decided to stay, hoping Mary was wrong. That night, Ada couldn't sleep. She stared at Oconee, watching the way his body seemed to move unnaturally under the moonlight. As he slept, she followed him into the forest, just as Mary had. She witnessed the horrifying transformation. Oconee, the love of her life, was nothing more than a monstrous serpent. Heartbroken, Ada confronted him the next morning. "Who are you? What are you?" Oconee, realizing his secret was out, dropped his charming facade. "I am what you fear most. You were nothing more than prey to me, Ada. Your love was delicious, but it's time for the game to end." Terrified, Ada ran to Mary. "You were right. They're monsters, and I was a fool." With no time to lose, Ada, Zainab, and Mary devised a plan to escape. But the serpents were cunning. They lured Zainab into the forest, pretending to reconcile. In a tragic twist, Tanji revealed his true form and attacked her, seeking to silence the woman once and for all. Mary and Ada, now alone, knew they couldn't defeat the snakes through strength alone. They needed a sacrifice. Mary offered to lure the serpents into a trap, risking her life to save her friends. "I'll be the bait. They trust me the least and will come for me first." With heavy hearts, Ada agreed, knowing this might be the last time she'd see her friend. As planned, Mary led the serpents to a deep pit hidden in the forest. In a dramatic confrontation, she faced them bravely, taunting them with their lies. Enraged, the snakes lunged, falling into the trap. But in their final moments, Oconee struck out, biting Mary. She collapsed, sacrificing herself to save Ada. Ada wept for her lost friend, vowing never to forget Mary's bravery. She returned to the village, warning everyone of the forest of snakes and the dangers that lurked there. Zainab, scarred by the betrayal, lived a quiet life, forever haunted by her choices. The tale of the forest of snakes became legend, a story of love, betrayal, and the ultimate sacrifice. It served as a reminder to the people of Luna that sometimes the most beautiful things hide the darkest secrets, and true courage comes from facing the truth, no matter how painful.